Hi, I'm Dave Worzel, and you're watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the cheerleading program at Stagg High School in Palos Hills. We're very fortunate. On my left, I've got head coach Taylor Stanish,
yes.
Right? Sorry. And then on my right, I've got Sonny and Sonia, a couple of athletes on the team. And so we're going to talk about what their season is like. Cheerleading is kind of interesting because we think of them at like football, basketball games, but they also have their own competitive season, so we're going to talk about that too. Before we do that, Coach Stanish, can I ask you, your background as a coach, what you do?
So I'm actually in human resources. I work for a low voltage electrical contractor. So I do coaching on the side, but I've been coaching since 2012. I started the junior high division, and now I'm in the high school division, and I really enjoy it because the group of athletes are so strong-minded and very adapted to change, so they're very excited. This is my first year here, so I'm very excited to bring my skills and knowledge set to this team. I've only been here for a few short years, but this program has excelled so much, and I'm so proud of them, and we can't wait to see what our competitive season looks like.
Good. It's nice to have that energy going forward. Welcome to District 230 in Stagg. First year as head coach. Hopefully it's the beginning of a long run for you. Yeah, for sure. All right, and then how about, I want to ask you both first about what position you are in cheerleading, and then maybe we can talk a little bit about how things have been going so far too. So what's your position in cheerleading?
So my position in cheerleading, I'm a base. I'm a main base in the stunts. There's a set of four, a back, a main, a side, and then the flyer, of course. My responsibility, I don't have a specific responsibility. I believe that each and every athlete has a responsibility, whether that be a leadership, a role model, or just in general an athlete. But I think we all have a great mindset when it comes to being one. So overall, I believe that we all have a responsibility.
So as a base person, that means you're part of the base of like a pyramid or
Yes.
putting somebody up in the air. Am I saying that right?
Yes. Being a base, it's very it's a lot of muscle and it's a lot of strength. So, having that great mindset, it helps a lot actually, because with having the fear of not pushing something up, it brings it down. But, if you have that great mindset, then it helps push up and you feel a lot more accomplished.
Okay. And then, but if you could, of any of those positions you mentioned, what would be the dream one to do?
My dream since freshman year, I always wanted to be a flyer. As much as I don't look like one, I've always wanted to dream of being a flyer. But of course, I'm not. But I love being a base, and I love just choosing any other position that I'm given. So.
All right. Well, maybe someday, somehow, you can make that happen. Sonia, how about you? What position do you play?
I'm also a base, but I'm a side base, so I'm not really the main support, but I do help support on the other end. I used to fly. This year I started basing again, as I did last year. It's a big change, but I love it. I think I fit better as a base than a flyer. I think I'm way stronger there, and yeah.
Let me ask, and I'm imagining people can guess what a flyer means, and I think I know what that means. But Sonia, do you want to say what that is, and would you like to do it again? But what does being a flyer mean?
When I think about a flyer, I think of like the main attention. Everyone's focused on the girl in the air. I would say it's a struggle. It's a really big spot to hold. There's a lot more than people think. People think it's really easy, but it's really not.
I find it scary.
It is scary. It is scary. When you're up there, there's so much going on, so much you have to do, so much squeezing, everything. There's more than what people see. So I would definitely say it's the hardest thing out there.
Wow. Would you like to do it again?
I would, but I prefer basing. Okay. I'll be honest.
Okay. All right, how about let's talk about how the season's gone so far. So I know basketball and football in some ways can probably be a warm-up for a competitive season.
Yeah, we definitely use football games and basketball games as a little bit like a warm-up, so that way for football, we still get to put out a performance with our whole team out there to kind of see how they perform, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, areas of where we can improve the most, because we want to make sure that we are prepped and ready by October 23rd, which is the start of our competitive season. We love football, we love game day, we want to make sure that we're putting out our best foot forward too to prepare ourselves for our season, because our season is so long. It's just a nice kind of way for us to get out there, get the crowd to see us, represent our school and show school support. And then when our season comes, we kind of already gain a following because of those people that have seen us at game day. They like to continue on and kind of support us, and we really love having our fans support us from all over. So we appreciate that.
Good. How about, I'm going to put the two athletes on the spot here then. How do you feel about where you guys are at heading into your competitive season? Because I know it's coming up pretty fast here.
Mm-hmm. I believe that our competitive season honestly has been an amazing change and amazing improvement. Compared to the last couple of years, it has been kind of a struggle just because compared to now, we haven't had a label on Stagg Cheerleading, but within the season that we have been now, it has been honestly amazing. Not just because we are being recognized for who we are as a program and as an athlete, but as our skills and our mindsets have been a lot more improving. As much as it's a struggle for mentally for most of us, physically it's been amazing, and the amount of, as much as we have a lot of pressure on ourselves, we know how to like control that pressure and, not just to keep it as ourselves, but come as a whole and compete as a whole.
It is such a key part, especially for a coordinated event like this or competition, to work together and then actually, and like you said, respond to the pressure that's involved in it. Sonia, how about you?
I think we're heading the right way for sure. It is a big challenge, as Sunny said. It is a big change since the past years, but I think we're going like the right way. We're learning to trust each other, which is a big thing in cheerleading. So I would definitely say we're like going the right way, and I'm really proud of ourselves, how far we came, especially from the past years, as I've been like on cheer here. But I would definitely say it's going good.
Good. It sounds like you're off to a good start then. And I want to ask, and I'm sure they're all important and you have fun with all of them, but are there certain competitions that you really look forward to? Like, that's a really fun one to go to or a cool one to go to?
So there are a few. We do kick off our first competition this Sunday, but the one I think we are most looking forward to is probably our ICCA qualifier for December, because that is one where we do have to be in a top 75% to qualify to go to ICCA state. This is something for us I think that is very important and very exciting, because this gives us a little bit of like a mock IHSA state. So when you go there, we'll stay in the hotels and we'll do all the team bonding and team dinners, and we'll make sure that we can actually have that state experience without getting to IHSA and then freezing on that floor. So I think it's our best opportunity that we can have fun at this one. We can kind of get our jitters out there and make sure we come together as a team at that moment, so we can really feel like, hey, we can go far at sectionals, and hey, we can go far at state, and we can be competitive like we always wanted to be.
It sounds like that. It's a little bit of a rehearsal,
Yes.
but at the same time a gauge of where you're
Yes.
at and what's going to happen. Are there certain competitions that you two look forward to also, the same one or something else?
Yes, I also agree with Coach Stanich that I'm very excited for the ICCA one, because I myself this is my first year on varsity as an athlete, and I was last year, but I had been an alternate, so I couldn't compete. But it's such a great change that I'm actually on MAT, because I love competing, I love facials, and I love showing off my skills with my teammates. But I'm mostly excited for all of the competitions, because I believe each and every one shows a progression from one to one, because starting with our first one, and it never always goes good, but we hope that it goes good, because then we know next time if something didn't go right for the first competition, we know for the next one to improve those skills and either improve them or either try our best just to hit as much as we can, even though we know that we can. But obviously, like I said, if you can't, then it's okay.
Good. No, you got to like the looking forward to the competition and working on those skills. Sonia, how about for you?
I'm looking forward to ICCA too. My past years at Stagg, we never competed in a competition like it, so it's kind of like a mock state, you could say. So it's like that experience I've never gotten. I'm really excited for. Even going to like the hotels with my team, having that bonding time, and it just gives you a preview of actual HSA state. So I'm really looking forward to the ICCA.
You got to like that. I mean, looking for the competition, but also the opportunity to bond with your teammates like that. Let's turn away from cheerleading for just a second. I want to ask you, favorite subject in school?
I'd have to say math, even though that's very controversial. I think I'm really good with math, and I love the numbers, and I just figured math is one of my strongest subjects.
All right.
Yeah, math as well for me. It's always been easy for me.
Okay. All right, couple of math was here. How about any other clubs or sports? And the tricky part is with cheerleading, it's kind of a year-round gig. Are you able to be involved in any other clubs or activities here?
We're allowed to. It's just that it's a lot more harder to be in a different club, especially with Stagg cheerleading being like an overall very long season. Especially when football ends, it goes straight into comp season. But since freshman year, I haven't joined any clubs. Freshman year was the first year I've ever done cheerleading in my entire life, and so I wanted to pursue that into doing it the next year. And so obviously my junior year I'm doing it this year, and then probably next year I'm going to do it, and then pursue it into college.
Same thing. I've been doing cheer all years here. It's something I really love doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. It is a year. It's different, I think, than almost any sport, that it truly is like a year-round commitment.
Yeah, we have a full 10 months, so I mean it's hard because tryouts are in April, May, which kicks off our summer season, where that's all prep for us. We get the 25 contact days to actually see what we're doing for camps and skills clinics and choreography and halftime choreography. There's a lot that goes into just that one as well. It's a big commitment for summer, especially because so many kids and athletes and families go out to vacations. So it's always hard to like nail that summer schedule down. But as soon as we hit August, it's like every week is games, 3-4 practices a week, and then we go right into comp season. And then our end of the season is February, but we still have basketball. So we can actually have our sport go up to March of the following year and have like sporadic games if they go to like IHSA playoffs. So our season could go from like 10 to 11 months. But these kids do so great with like the time commitment, and the families are so accommodating for us to get to where we need to be. And so it's very luckily that we have parents and athletes that are so understanding of this, because we couldn't do it without them.
I was going to say, it sounds exhausting, and that's a commitment, because you're talking about an extended commitment and a very high energy activity, right?
High skill set, yeah.
Let me ask, one more question for each of you. First is, and I know, Sonny, you're a junior, but you mentioned college, so I'm going to ask you this. I want you to enjoy high school, have fun with it, finish out your senior year, Sonia, but what does post-high school look like?
Post-high school, I guess like within like the other years, like it's obviously like socially it's like been a struggle sometimes, just because like the environment in Stagg in general is just like amazing. But post high school, like, you know, with COVID and everything, like it was just, you know, it was a lot more harder just because like, you know, like mentally it was just like, you know, hard. But
Do you have plans after high school, though? Like, are you college bound or career bound, service bound?
Yeah, I do plan on going to college. I want to go to a 4-year college and a university. I don't know which one I'm yet. I'm too scared to look at any colleges now just because I'm only a junior. But with being a junior and having the SATs and everything, I have been looking into it, and I do plan on going out of state. And then, like I said, pursuing college or cheer.
All right. You got some time to sort it out, though. Good luck. Sonia, how about you? Again, finish out your senior year, but it's not too far away, too. What's after high school?
I already have a plan of going to Marine next year for 2 years. I will not be cheering in college, but I plan on coming back to junior coach. I really love coaching. I love being like a leader for my team, so coaching is something I know I would enjoy doing, so I plan on coming back.
Good, good. I hope you get that opportunity. That's wonderful. And then a final question for all of you. What do you like best about cheerleading or coaching cheerleading?
I like the unity and the bond that it creates because, you know, bringing in so many different backgrounds of athletes where, you know, where they're from, where they come from, like what they, like, you know, just all about them. It's nice to see that they all come together for one unified sport and we all put our all heart and passion on that floor, and it's kind of nice to just see that everybody gels as one and they really act as a family out there, and like that's my most favorite part.
Yeah, that is fun, watching people come together like that, the passion they put into it, for sure. Sonny, how about, what do you like best about cheerleading and Stagg?
Cheerleading and Stagg, it's honestly really undescribable words, especially with this year and many other years. I've always treated, you know, every single athlete as my brother or sister. It's really a nice way to say that they are my second family. As much as we all have different opinions and, you know, different struggles and stuff like that, we all know to come as one. And we always love one another no matter what. As much as, you know, if we don't work together in a stunt, that always happens, but we know that we see the flaws and we see like the ups and downs, so we work as a team and do as much as we can to improve it and become one.
Congratulations, Coach. I mean, obviously a great environment where, you know, recognize the importance of coming together and then working to improve at the same time. Sonia, what do you like best about cheerleading and Stagg?
I would have to agree, definitely the bonds you make with the girls and boys on the team. These are like long-lasting relationships you're going to have. I've been having the same friends since freshman year because I met on cheer, so I would definitely say relationships, but I would also say the skills you gain being on the team, whether it's leadership skills or like social skills. I would definitely say skills is a big factor that I enjoy getting from this team.
Yeah, I would say for sure that, you know, you mentioned the bonds, the relationships you form, but obviously there's a lot of life skills that come from it too, that are part of the entire experience. Sonia, Sonny, thank you very much, Coach Stanch. Thank you.
So much.
Good luck this year. Have fun with the games and competition. All right.
Thank you very much. We enjoyed being here.
I'm Dave Wurzler. You've been watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight has been the cheerleading program at Stagg High School. Thank you for watching.